Okay, Joe is going to be taking some film of the latest bass we just made for a young man down in North Carolina, Juliet, North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Richard Cutts. And obviously it's a 6-string bass, 36-inch scale, all that kind of, you people all know about that stuff already. But this one's a little different. The wood on the top that Joe is scanning right now is from Brazil. It's called fishtail oak from Exotic Woods. And Mr. Gidwani down there, I've been buying wood from him for a long time. And recently I asked him to get, if he had any lacewood. Joe, let's take a film of this to show him what lacewood looks like. This Joe's filming something right now. It's a 4-string, that's lacewood. It's a little lighter in color and a little less dense than the fishtail oak. And Gidwani said it was getting harder to get the lacewood, but he had something called fishtail oak. And I said, what the, I never even heard of that, you know. So he sent me a block, and we chopped it up, and there it is, you know. He made the pickup cover out of it, and the whole top is it. And then the headstock, too, is, we made that out of that same wood. It's a real pretty wood. I just today talked to Mr. Gidwani, and we ordered a bunch more. So we're going to start putting some more bases together with this kind of wood. The bases we're making today are really far superior to what I made back in the 70s, that's for sure. You know, back when I started, I was pretty much alone, and then got some help along the way. But, you know, the techniques that we're using today and the wood that we're getting is really, really, really super duper. There's an interesting thing, too, on this bass, the way we put the strings in through the end of the bass. Evan, do me a favor. Bring my bass over to first one, okay? So we can, because when I started making basses back in the 70s, the very first one, and a lot of the first ones were like this. I just want Joe to show the end of it so we can see how the strings go through. Because, I mean, I always wanted to have the strings coming through the end of the bass like that. That was my idea originally, and somewhere along the line we deviated and started using badass bridges and hip shot bridges and all kinds of stuff, Godot bridges, whatever. But I always liked that idea of going through the end of the bass like that. And Pete came up with a nice little jig to make the holes nice and clean, and we could keep the angle of the holes the same. And then he made a little end piece for it so the ball ends wouldn't stick out. It's really nice. And that's just a beautiful idea. I'm going to continue doing that too. Even with the fretted instruments, we're going to start developing that part of the bridge and tailpiece. You might as well show them the back too a little bit, Joe, while we're at it. Yeah. And the back is kind of, oh, I'm sorry. You ready? Yeah, the back is kind of standard. If anything we do around here is standard. But you've all seen this kind of wood before. That's Cocobolo and Macassar ebony with a mahogany neck. And then the stripes down the side are Bracody. That's all the wood. You've probably seen a lot of this kind of wood on a lot of my bases.
This bass also has an accent stripe of the fishtail oak.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's in there. Yeah, that's right.
Veneer.
That's all around it. Yeah, thanks, Joe. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, you guys put it in. That's why I forgot about it, because I had nothing to do with it. You'd be surprised how little I have to do with these things anymore, outside of making sure everything gets done right and we're all on the same page and organizing things. Joe and Pete, especially with all his fancy carving and stuff, he's real good, and Joe's learned a whole bunch since he's been here. And then you can take a shot of Eben over there too. It is a new young man. He just started here not too long ago, but he's already shown signs of doing the right thing, and I feel good about that. I really do. A lot of people may think it's, I would feel differently, but I don't. I feel real good about the fact that there are young people who want to do this, and it's like my mother said way back when I was 14 years old. I think I probably said this 1,000 times, but I think it's worth saying 1,000 more times. She told me that, she thought I had some gifts as a young boy, and I guess maybe I do. But she said, remember, Carl, the most important gift you can have is to share that gift. And that's what I try to do with Pete and Joe and everybody. And then they take whatever I show them and they take it to another level. And I can assure you, that pleases me to no end. If to have it go to another level, that's the way it should be. It shouldn't stay the same. When I started, I hardly knew anything at all, about what I was doing, and I just barely scraped around enough money to put that thing together and keep the rent up, And I'm still scraping around, so to speak, but got some nice help, and all you guys who are waiting for bases, they're definitely coming. You can scan Joe and just a little bit show the no frills bases over there. Evan's been working on those, and it's just everything is coming along. It just takes time, and we're going to be putting this base here that I just showed you in a box in a minute, sending it out. This next one going out will be this other 6-string over here. This will be going to, what's his name again? Oh, Wake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wake, your base is coming up. I'm going to be calling you tomorrow, probably let you know. We're going to be sending this one out to Wake Forest out in Arizona. It's a little different too, with the ebony and the canary wood. But we'll be taking some more in-depth pictures of that when it's done. Okay, I think we can close, Joe. Just hang in, everybody, and I think Dave O'Connor's coming over Sunday night. He said you guys are all watching the videos, and you're glad I'm doing that. So we got some more videos for him. We're going to probably give this to him on Sunday. So that'll be it. Okay, see you, bye.